welcome to North Allegheny High School. It's time for Highlands semifinal basketball. Tonight, the Highlands Golden Rams against the Hurricanes of Newcastle. The winner goes to the Pete for the championship. Along with the Dean, Mike Choma, this is Mike Pavlik greeting you from NA. And Dean, it's been a while since we've been here. Kind of reminds you of 2009 a little bit, doesn't it?
Many happy memories here, Mike, and a big crowd already. It's 45 minutes before the tip, and they're ready to go, I'll tell you.
They are indeed. Well, we talk about 2009, and the last time the Rams made it to the championship game, it was right out of this building.
Deja vu all over again, Mike. Let's hope we get the same results.
Well, let's talk about this Newcastle team. They've only lost one game coming in here. That was to Alderdice. And their coach, Ralph Blundo, in that game talked about how good the Alderdice guards were. And I guess we're hoping that the Highlands guards are going to be able to match that somehow this evening.
I think he used the word kryptonite, Mike. Was that the good,
That's
fast
exactly
guards
what he said.
Kryptonite, so hopefully we're going to be able to get out of tonight. Again, we have to take advantage of that. Alderdice had two outstanding guards, a kid named James and Tim Jackson. The brothers killed them. They beat them 75-49. And Mike, we talked about that game when we played here against Char Valley a couple years ago. So it was very important that they got out and top early. We did in that game. We're going to have to do it tonight. One thing I like Jameson East said in the newspaper, Mike, the coach will have them prepared for tonight. And, you know, when you think a coach has prepared, it's so important you get off early because that confirms your game plan was correct and you can stay with a team like this. And, Mike, they're a very efficient team. They average 75 points a game. They give up 47. So this team, they're not big, Mike, but they get it done. We don't know how. When you look at their size compared to ours, that's going to hopefully make a big difference.
Well, you talk about our size in the game against Hampton. The Rams are just unbelievable on the boards. And for the season, they out-rebound their opponents by 9 rebounds a game. And you got to talk about the big guys, Levante Martin and Braden Timmons.
And, Mike, game plan, I'll be honest with you, coming in is to feed them tonight. It was a practice yesterday. Braden Timmons stayed on the basket. It looked like he was eating ice cream. He kept putting a spoon to his mouth saying, feed me. So that's what they want to do tonight, try to exploit that one big difference we have in size. The other side of the ball, Mike, we have to control the Hooker brothers. Markel, a senior, averages 23 a game. His brother, a sophomore, Marcus, averages 15. We can neutralize them, get the ball into our big man. Mike, it just has that feel back in 09 when we pulled the big upset against Char Valley. Big crowd. I believe the kids believe in themselves tonight, and that's the most important thing. Let's see what happens once the ball gets in the air.
Yeah, let's hope things work out well. Well, winter is here. You wouldn't know it by the weather, but there's no better time than right now to stop into Highland Tire and see why they've been voted the best place to buy tires in the AK Valley since 1993. That's 23 consecutive years. Their dedicated service team will take care of your needs with a level of professionalism seldom seen in the tire industry. Visit HighlandTire.com for directions to the Highland Tire location nearest you, or call them in Trenton at 724-224-9222, or Natrona Heights at 724-224-7900. Highland Tire, service, integrity, price, we deliver. Tip-off is coming up. It's the WPIAL AAA semifinals between Highlands and Newcastle, and it's right after this. Starting lineup for the Highlands Golden Rams.
They're in brown tonight, Mike. First time they have been in the playoffs. 0. Braden Timmons, junior, 6'4", averages 7 points a game. Starts in the middle. Number 30, Mitch DeZort, 6'2", junior, averages 20 a game. He's at one guard. Ryan Boda, 5'11", junior, averaging 11 a game, wearing number 1 at the other guard. And Jameson Neal, with a swingman, senior, 6 foot tall, wears number 2, averages 18 a game. And the other big guy in the middle, Mike, Levante Martin, senior, 6'3", averages 10 points a game. I believe it was Martin and Timmons the other day, Mike. They really kept their composure in that game against Hampton. We're going to need them here really big tonight. That's the game plan. Let's try to get the ball into them. As we face this Newcastle Hurricane team, they come in 23-1. Their lone loss against Alderdice. And again, Mike, they are 5'11", 5'10", 5'11", 5'11", 6 foot tall. Not a lot of height, but you look at the scores, they're winning their games by 30 points a game. They will start number 1, Markel Hooker, 5'10", senior, averages 23 points a game, Mike. Gino Stone, the other guard, 5'11", junior. Well, Mike, they're all guards. Number 4, Micah Felina, averages 8 points a game, a 5'10", senior. He has quite a story we'll tell you about a little bit later on. Sophomore, 23, Marcus Hooker, brother of Barquell. He averages 15 points a game. And number 33, Pat Minock, a 6-foot senior. And again, Mike, this is our third game against Newcastle. We played them twice before, once here and once in Butler. We won in Butler. Second half they went to junk, and Mike ended up with a ton, but unfortunately Newcastle prevailed that night. Back in 2010, it was a different story, though. It was a very young Newcastle team, and
Yes.
Butler, we had an experienced team in 2010, took them to the cleaners.
Teams have played two common opponents. Newcastle beat Hampton 83-60 back on December the 8th, and then they beat Valley 72-30 on the 28th of December. So,
All right, Mike.
for whatever that's worth, I just give that to you to start off with. And
First couple minutes is going to be so important in this game.
And the ball's up in the air, and then, boy, Newcastle quickly gets to the loose ball. And this is Markel Hooker. Of course, you remember Malik Hooker, his brother, played football against Highlands. Ball stepped out of bounds by Newcastle, and the Rams will get started with possession 8 seconds in. Malik Hooker at Ohio State right now.
Kyle Stewart made that call, Mike. He's here with Carl Gringer and Tony Court. We've seen him a few times.
Rams
Break
push
the
it quickly.
pressure.
Out to the corner, Desort. He's open. His three's on the way. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound, they want to push it. And Markel Hooker does push it. Goes down out of control. Shot up by Stone is missed. And the rebound goes to Martin.
I was going to try to run with them, Mike. Can they do it? Let's
And
see.
they get a foul. His knee went in there, and that's going to be on Marcus Hooker. Much to the dismay
I
of the many
thought they were going to call that the other way, Mike.
Newcastle fans here. Capacity here is about 2,500, and they are over capacity.
Yep. They told us no. There we go. Another foul. This time on 23.
Right off the inbound. They didn't even get the ball in.
They told us that no tickets will be sold at the door, Mike, and the tickets you had guaranteed you got in. If you came up here, lots of luck, and some people were being turned away, I understand, outside.
That was on Minioc, the second one.
Oh, really, Mike?
33.
That would be his first.
So quickly, two team fouls. High posting to Timmons. Now back out to knee for three off the back rim, no good. Rebound. They battle for it in there.
Very soft.
It's loose on the floor, and Desort has it. They get a jump ball.
Highlands will get the jump ball. You see how the ball just thudded, Mike?
Yeah. Very more similar to the Highlands rims than the ones that we saw at Fox Chapel the last two games. So the Rams will key it in. Still no one on the board. Almost a minute in.
There's a foul there. Oh, no.
Take it away as Geno Stone stole it and laid it in.
That's the one they should have called there, Mike. That was a foul. Now here comes the pressure. This is what they love to do, Mike. Let's see how Highlands handles the pressure.
Here's Boda backcourt.
And they can score in bunches off this pressure, Mike.
Gets it in against Felina at the big cat center
Boda puts
circle.
him on his feet.
Oh, he took it all the way to the
All the
basket,
way
but
in.
lost it out of bounds. Off his leg, and Newcastle will keep it.
Wait, Boda had Felina back on his heels, Mike.
Now Felina got it up to Marcus Hooker, and here come the Red Hurricanes, left to right, dressed in their home whites. The Rams in the traveling brown uniforms tonight. This is Felina, the senior.
Number 1 seed against number 4, Mike. The WPL got it right. Top 4 seeds are in. Winner gets a trip to Peterson Event Center.
Oh, pried away by knee. Still no what? Oh, stolen back.
One extra dribble, Mike. Got to get rid of that
This is
ball.
Stone all the way to the basket, laid it up, missed it. Rebound. Martin got bodied, but they didn't make a call on it. Desort all the way down, lays it up, missed it, but he'll shoot two at 6:17.
You see how quickly Newcastle got back, Mike? Desort looked like he had a fast break with no one there. All of a sudden, there's two defenders in front of him. Wow.
I think that's on Micah Felina. That'll be his first. That's 3 team fouls against the Hurricanes. And Highlands at the line with Mitch Desort shooting 76% on the season. In and out. Rams have yet to score here early on.
But tempo-wise, Mike, we're hanging right with him, it looks like.
In and out again, and Mitch missed them both, and the Rams foul on the rebound.
Oh, boy. Bad.
Not a good start. I think they're going to get Timmons this time.
Yeah. And you can't have those fouls 80 feet away from your own basket, Mike.
Markel Hooker will bring it up now. Tips it back to Felina, and he runs the show.
Straight man-to-man, both teams.
Almost 2 minutes in. The winner gets the Mars Beaver Falls winner. Outside, that's Stone for three off the front rim. No good. Rebound Timmons. And another one and out. The Rams going to have to do a good job on the boards, as they have.
Junked up there, Mike.
Martin threw it in there, and it's kicked away, literally. Nearly stolen back. They battle for it.
No walking there.
Hurricanes have it. Felina underneath for the layup. 4-0.
Committed 3 turnovers. Mike, they've taken advantage of 2 of them.
Look how they trap 4 men around the ball. Desort for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound, they battle.
You got to make them pay. Oh, boy.
And the Rams knock it out. The Rams haven't scored yet in 2.5 minutes.
4 turnovers so far, only 1 for Newcastle. Mike, they played Mars beginning in February. Mars had them by 3 in the 4th quarter, and they prevailed in the end by about 8. That was a Sunday afternoon game. We always question who's interested in that one, huh?
Yeah, usually. Long 3-ball missed as Markel Hooker let it go. And the Rams are fortunate it's only 4-0 right
really.
now. Knee for 3, yes, and it's 4-3.
Get us started, guys. Let's go. Oh, knee stole it.
Had it for a second, and Markel Hooker got it back. Put up a runner, no good. Rebound came off. Minioc missed it. Highlands has it. Timmons.
They foul, Mike, every time. You know that.
Here's Knee.
They get away with it.
Knee got it to the corner. That's a 3 put up by Desort. He missed it. And it's Markel Hooker with the rebound.
They really, you get a rebound, Mike. They just come in 8-5. They got to get him off his back because Timmons got hacked 4 times there.
Here's Hooker. Thought about it. Got around Knee. Drives to the basket. Put up a shot. He wouldn't go. And Martin off the tip by Timmons. And the Rams are controlling the glass, but you would have expected that.
Nice outlet to Knee. Let's see if they can take advantage.
Rams down 1.
That's
Knee
what we
hooks
want.
it down low for Timmons. It's off his hands, out of bounds. And the Rams are a turnover machine right now.
5-1 turnovers, Mike.
But again, fortunately, Newcastle hasn't taken advantage of it yet.
They got the ball right where they wanted with Timmons that time.
This is Felina. Now Marcus Hooker drives into the paint. Got fouled as he went up. It didn't go, but Marcus Hooker will go to the line and shoot a couple at the 4:14 mark. If you want a great home-cooked meal without doing the cooking, try the Anchor Inn on Freeport Road, Natrona Heights. Of course, Joe, Andy, and Dee will be there to welcome you, as Dee did us on Friday night. Have that popcorn ready to go, as they've been doing since 1953. And, of course, with Lent here already, plenty of good fish dishes, especially on Friday night. And remember, no reservations are needed. The kitchen stays open till 11, so you can get there after the game. Make sure to stop by the Anchor and talk about the Rams and how things are going on this playoff run. That's the Anchor Inn on Freeport Road, Natrona Heights. Welcome aboard.
And we're not done yet, Mike. We are guaranteed a state playoff game. We'll talk about that a little later. I look at that, Mike, right off the inbound. Throw it right out of bounds. Yikes. Oh, brother. Settle down, boys. Worked so hard to get to this point. Make it pay off. That was just unforced turnover, Mike.
And there have been, what, 6 of them so far?
6-1.
There's Hooker. Threw it back out, and Felina takes it center circle. Right side to Geno Stone. Stone had it tipped away by Desort, who stole it. But he's 1-on-3. You're right about how fast they get back. And Desort's trapped in the corner, and they lose it again.
Look at it. We have knocked out 1 tip ball, Mike. When they knock it out of bounds, they knock it off of us.
Here's the thing about their pressure and when they trap. You cannot replicate this in practice.
No.
And you have to go through it, and that's a problem that they have, that teams have playing against this team, is that you don't see anything like this.
Nothing.
And the only team that's been able to slow them down even a little bit has been Alderdice.
That's the 3rd turnover, though, the ball being slapped off of our own bodies. You know that. Knee again gets his hand in there.
Oh, now shot by Hooker as he brings it from the hip, missed it. Rebound to Marcus Hooker, and he's fouled by Braden Timmons, I think.
That's his 2nd, Mike.
And he's headed right over to the bench.
Yep, and we're short on the bench tonight, Mike. Remember Tyler Goshaw, Mike, is Gorshall hurt his hand in the Borough game. He hasn't been back since. Martinka down there.
McCamey is in there to replace Timmons. Now shot is missed. Hooker got it, but it went right to Cuz. Cuz, one of those 3 guys averaging 6.7 rebounds a game in very limited minutes.
Bad place to pick it up, Mike. Timeout. They're going to call an offensive foul. Yeah,
it is a timeout by House. They got very fortunate. There wasn't a foul called there.
Yeah, because RJ was clearing off his elbow.
He started to clear him out. But like I said, this is not going to stop, and they're going to do it the entire ball game. It's the way they play.
Well, Mike, let's talk about the wireless. And I saw John Mason over there with his sister and brother-in-law Mickey. And we talked about the time when Mike was here. What a great game that was against Char Valley, trying to replicate it here tonight. Sue and Mickey over there, Polakowski. But the wireless zones are wireless headquarters. Wireless zones is the place with the hottest device and the coolest prices. Smartphones. You got your iPad. You got a British lady tell us how to get here tonight.
Yeah, Siri's British for me.
Yep. All the latest accessories. Stop on wireless zones. See what makes wireless world's largest and most reliable network. 13 locations in the AK Valley. Walmart next to GNC Plaza or Highlands Mall. It should be the Pittsburgh Mills, J.C. Penney across from Victoria's Secret. Oh.
Another steal.
8 turnovers.
This is Geno Stone. Got it into Markel Hooker, kicked it back out. Now Marcus Hooker, top of the circle. Into Markel, little runner, yes. That's 4 Red Hurricanes on the score sheet. It's 8-3. Now Nee gets it across. Nee had it stripped. Rams get it back for only a second. Newcastle's on it again.
9-1 turnover.
And now we got a foul by McCamey. The Rams have the 1 3-point basket by Jamison Nee, and that is it so far. 3:02 left first quarter.
If I told you we turned the ball 9 times over in the first 5 minutes, we would not be trailing by 5.
I'd say we'd be very fortunate to be down by 5.
Yep.
Oh, Felina got the handle. Now overplay by Nee, couldn't get to it. Hooker throws up a wild 3. It's rebounded by McCamey. He brings it from the hip, literally. And they're going to steal it. Stone took it. You can't throw any loopy passes, and Stone finishes. Stone has 4. It's 10-3.
That works against the bottom teams, Mike, but not the top.
Yeah, lazy passes aren't going to cut it here.
10 Highlands turnovers now.
Here's Martin driving all the way in. Martin had it swatted. Came back to Rieger. Kicked it back out. And
no foul.
I don't know what Mitch was trying to do. Was he trying to draw a foul? Nearly an over and back, but the Rams are going to get it. Nee lets the 3 go. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, McCamey goes up.
That's
knocked out of bounds.
There's a foul there.
Highlands will keep it this time. And Tyler Stachinsky saying the same thing you are, Dean.
Yep.
To anyone that might listen. And unfortunately, none of them are. They never do.
Yeah. Ken, you can see why this team only averages 47 points on defense, Mike. They're a tough defensive group, no doubt about it.
Now they're sending Pat Miniok back to check in more properly. Now he's back in. I don't know what that was all about.
I'd like to see the Alderdice team to beat him by 26.
He got announced in. They go in deep, and it's stolen by
look out
Soto, who tipped it away, and they get it over to Hooker, and Markel Hooker has his 4th. And it's 12-3. Rams having trouble getting it in, and Rieger lost it. Tried to save it in only for a second.
He did.
Off of Geno Stone.
Mike, I mean this in the most complimentary way. This is street ball. This is what you see in playgrounds all over Newcastle, places that...
How much he must make these guys run to get him in this shape, though. I mean, if they keep this up, it's unbelievable. The pace.
Most of them do it themselves in the summertime.
The pace is just unbelievable. Here's Nee. Spin move. Lost it, but they're going to call a reach-in foul on Freddie Soto. That'll be his first at 154, much to the dismay of the thousands that have made their way down. You could shoot a cannon off down Main Street in Newcastle and not hit a soul right now, trust me. They sell these games out in advance.
And Mike, believe me, there's a lot of schoolyard basketball hoops in Newcastle, and they take advantage of them all. We are not helping ourselves 0 for 3 from the line either.
Team fouls even at 4 apiece. Yeah, 0 for 3 from the line. Nobody's guarding those.
Nope.
12-3, Red Hurricanes by 9. 154 left first quarter.
I think you made an excellent point, Mike. You just can't replicate this in practice. Yep.
Nee makes the second.
He's got all 4 of our points.
He does. 12-4 now. Markel Hooker, the senior. Marcus is the sophomore. That's Marcus. Throws a wild one up and missed it.
They throw it up there.
I think they're going to get Rieger. That'll be team foul number 5 against Highlands.
They just throw it up, Mike. They throw it up
and a bunch of guys go after it.
That's it. That is our 15th foul. They've got 4. 1:44 to go here in the quarter.
Desort back in there for Highlands.
Mike White picked Newcastle, Mike, and Mars to make it to the finals. So far, looks good for them.
They loop it into Hooker.
Walk, there you go. Thank you. They actually had the ability to turn the ball over. Only their second turnover, Mike. Highlands committed 11. See if we can take advantage of it.
Rieger to key it in. Oh, Nee.
Yep.
Dangerously close to that out of bounds line there, but he's able to keep control of it. Now Desort. Out to Rieger.
It's one of the few times, Mike, we got to sit up. Come on, I got to call something there.
Nothing there.
Yep. We sit up in a half court rarely.
Off of Desort's leg and out of bounds.
We were talking about him feeding Timmons and Martin in the post, Mike. They're both on the bench right now.
Yeah, the Rams have gone very small. Some of it by necessity. I think other of it just to try to get some more quickness out there as Markel Hooker takes it all the way in, and he's going to get caught for a charge.
Yeah, they're going to get him. That's his first. It's one thing R.J. Rieger does well, Mike. He takes those charges.
Been doing it all season long. 8-point Newcastle lead. 1:14 left first quarter. This is Boda now.
Oh.
Rams have one basket. Now Boda loops it in. Oh, that was dangerous. Stone looked like he was going to get there. Now off the head fake. Driving to baseline is Desort off the glass and in.
We need more of that, Mike. Penetration.
12-6 as we go under a minute first quarter. Soto.
It could be a lot worse, huh?
It should be, frankly. They're not shooting very well at all, Newcastle. And heck, if they were shooting 50%, they'd probably have a 15-point lead. Micah Feline is going to check back into the Newcastle lineup here.
Are they calling that foul on?
That's on Mitch.
His first.
6 against Highlands, 5 against Newcastle. We're going to be shooting right out of the gate in the second quarter.
First quarter here. Call it a tight game.
Feline to key it in.
Of course, when you have man-to-man.
Got it into Minioc. Put it up off the glass. Missed it. McCamey the rebound. Well, you look, the typical Highlands play there is to look for the fast break. He looked up there with 3 white shirts back already.
They get back on defense, Mike. They're so quick, you know.
Here's Boda. Uses a McCamey screen. 27 seconds left. Arrow belongs to Newcastle. Boda drives in, gets around a man, lays it up and scores. His first one of the night, and it's 12-8. Now they need to stop here.
Yep. Hanging around.
Felina. Shake off some of the nerves, maybe. Highlands crowd alive across the way. Felina having trouble out there, nearly walked. Now just throws up a wild one at the buzzer, and he missed it. That's a good stop by Highlands.
Great job,
Ralph Lundo not at all happy. That's the end of the first quarter with a score. Newcastle 12 and Highlands 8.
And Mike, it's been so tough to get into the half-court offense. It makes it difficult to try to get anything started. But if you're ready for a new home addition, kitchen, bathroom, or game room, then make the licensed professional at B&E Home Renovations your first and only call. B&E's top priority is customer service. Their experienced local crew guarantees your job will be completed on time, exactly the way you want it. Visit their website today at beanehomerenovations.com for money-saving offers on their already reasonable prices. Give Brian a call at 724-351-3172 for a free estimate. B&E Home Renovations, where the B is always busy.
All right, we're getting ready to go for the second quarter here. The Rams leading it, trailing at 12-8. I'm just so used to saying that we're winning.
Yeah, like Brian Nees across the way sitting in the first row because he gets to film the games at that I score, so they get statistician status.
You mean preferred seating?
Yes.
Is that how that works?
Yep.
I love it. Can't beat that. All right, second quarter. Let's see if the Rams can shake off some of the nerves here. They cut it back to, it was 12-3. They scored the last 5 points, so that's something.
Well, 12-2 turnover-wise, Mike, you would think they'd be getting blown up. But, yeah, they're only down 4, so survived to hopefully that early jitters. Let's take it from here.
And Newcastle hasn't been challenged in their first 2 games. They beat Montour 78-39, and then they beat West Day 78-47. They were tied 17-all after the first quarter of that game. But then a 12-point halftime lead, and that was that.
You can't look down for a second with this team either, Mike, though. Get a note or 2 in. There you go. There you go.
Turnover. Gino DeMonico's entered the game, 22.
Third turnover.
Rams will have the basketball, only down 4 now. Minioc is in there, more of a big body, 33. Still only 6 foot, but a little bit more of a wide body in there for the rebounding. Boda gets it across. Pair of number 1s. Boda had it swatted away beautifully by Markel Hooker. And now we got a foul from behind on McCamey. And that'll put Newcastle into the bonus for the last 7.5 minutes of the first half.
Crazy. McCamey gets his second. Timmons already done with 2. And again, they're 2 for 2 from the line. Highlands over 3, Mike. That's a big difference.
So Geno Stone will go to the line. He's got 4 points tonight. First one is good.
Rigger checks back in. McCamey takes a seat on the bench. 2 players with 2 fouls now sitting. Have big plans for Timmons tonight, Mike. Went out the window when he got that second foul early.
6 points for Stone. It's 14-8.
Here comes a double. He's got to get out of it.
Got to go through it, and Ryan does beautifully. Breaks it. Now the Rams have numbers. Here comes Desort. Drives to the basket and lays it in.
If you can get past the first one, Mike, all of a sudden you're 4 on 3.
14-10. Hooker for 3, yes. So that's only 2. He was inside the line. Markel Hooker with 6, and it's 16-10 Newcastle. Kicked out of bounds by Marcus Hooker. Rams will try it again as Martin will key it in.
And both sides are filled up here tonight, Mike.
It's truly a sellout.
Yep.
Anybody coming for the second game, you're going to have to wait.
And that's why they make them play
all
first.
The way through. Knee all the way to the basket. Had it swatted away. He goes head first into the...
Can't believe he's not fouled there.
Into the cushion over there, but he's all right. Rieger will pick him up. And Tyler Stachinsky just can't believe it.
Yeah. Imploring them to look at the extracurricular activities as he goes in for the...
Highlands fans over there yelling, blow the whistle. Looping it into Desort. Desort against Felina, puts it on the floor. Goes in and got fouled on the floor. That'll be the 16th foul against Newcastle.
Highlands picks his second up.
Highlands now ostensibly in the bonus at 6:59 to go.
Hey Mike, we've had a great season this year, and Highlands basketball boosters this Saturday night, they're going to have one of those elimination dinners, and it'd be a great idea to come out and celebrate. We'll give you the details later on, but
now a little nickel dimer.
Yep.
On knee up top, and Jamison will shoot the 1-and-1 at 6:54.
It's going to be at Pioneer Hose, Mike, down in Breckenridge. The tickets are $20 a piece. Again, they're going to have basket raffles, 50-50 drawings, and again, a elimination dinner for some big cash prizes. And $20 gets you all the food and refreshments you want. And we missed another foul shot. Yikes. 0 for 4, Mike.
Not good enough. And now knee fouls.
Yep.
And now Newcastle will shoot the 1-on-1 at 6:49.
Tickets are going to be sold at the door, Mike. Doors open at 5, dinners at 6. The raffle starts at 6:30. Again, come out and support the Rams. Great year this year. And not doing anything on Saturday night, Mike. Great place to be. Pioneer Hose down in Breckenridge. Bring a friend.
Exactly. Marcus Hooker at the line. He'll shoot the 1-and-1. I'm sorry, it's Geno Stone. And the first one is good. He'll get the second. Geno's 3 for 3 from the stripe.
They're 5 for 5. We're 0 for 4, Mike.
You hate to say it's little things. Yep. No, those are big things.
Yep.
At this deep into the season.
And how we're hanging around, Mike. Amazing, huh?
18-10. And Martin gets it across, but here they come. Martin all the way through, and another foul. This will be a shooting foul. Martin will go to the line and shoot 2 of them. That's 6:42 as the whistles continue to come here.
Vontae Martin shoots 61%.
Fouls on Soda.
Again, Mike, you talk about how they got here. Montour and Ambridge, 78 points in each game, only gave up 39 and 47 for Newcastle. And you can see how they do it, Mike, with this tenacious defense. They can score in bunches.
Tenacious D. Martin makes the first. He'll get another. We finally broke the schneid at the foul line. Dom Martinka's in the lineup now.
Give Jamison a rest.
Right now, Nee and Timmons are on the bench. Short on the second. Rebound Minioc, and here come the Hurricanes back the other way. Oh, what a nice move by Stone to the basket. He can't get it to go. But the rebound followed up by Minioc. His first basket. 20 to 11.
Stars on the board, Mike.
That's their biggest lead. And now
all traveling. Yep, I knew it.
Well, if they didn't, Ralph Blundo was.
The one referee was going to call a foul down here, Tony Court, but Kyle Stewart overruled him and called the travel. All 5 stars now in the book for Newcastle, Mike. And I swear it looks like they're just throwing the ball at the basket to get the rebound, you know?
Well, I love Markel Hooker's shot. Now they're going four corners or no? They're going quickly. And they do have it, but they've really spread it out. Driving into the paint was DeMonico. The ball's out of bounds, and Highlands will get it back. Now it's 6-12, trailing by 9. That's the Newcastle biggest lead.
His fourth turnover.
He's playing. Ralph's playing offense, defense here already. Freddie Soto comes back in.
Well, Mike, you got to have some bodies too. You want to run this kind of defense.
Well, yeah, you got to go deep. And Boda left it there, had trouble with it, and it goes off of the Newcastle number 1, so the Highlands number 1, and we'll get the break on that one. Oh, yeah. Nee will key it in now. 6:06 to go, first half. Martin backcourt to control it. And Nee will bring it across.
Smart thing to do there, Mike. Take it to the backcourt. You're alive.
Nee launched the drive, kicked it out, and Boda's open from 25. It's off the front rim.
I think it's surprising it was that open, Mike. Normally somebody comes firing out at you.
Here's Felina. Kicked it back to Markel Hooker. Drives in, kicked it back to Felina again. Now a three's on the way by Stone. It's missed. Long rebound out there, and Hooker just chased it down.
He just buoyed the ball that time, Mike.
Oh, and he got around Nee.
Yeah.
But Jamison put the knee out to try to give him the old slew foot.
Knee with the knee, Mike. That's his second.
He stopped the basket, all right.
Yeah.
He knew he was beat. Markel Hooker at the line. He's got 6 tonight. Needs to make one of these. And Newcastle has their biggest lead. Rams have made 4 baskets.
Yeah, as I said, Mike, the plans to get Timmons down on the blocks. It's easy to say at practice, but it's hard to do here in a game. I don't think Timmons had a touch. And how long do you let him sit with 2 fouls, Mike?
Well, I don't think we'll see him till the second half.
I think you got to put him in earlier. Yeah, they missed. They're human.
Rebound Martin, threw it to the corner. Hooker dives for it on the floor, and they're not bashful about that either. Here's Stone, tipped away by Boda. Leads it ahead to Zort. Look how quickly they caught up, though. Mitch laid it in. They don't give up on those either, 21-13. Stone with a crossover move and a charging foul on Gino Stone.
R.J. Rook.
He did it again, yep.
Stone Mike now has 3 fouls.
2.
2? I had with 3.
I was going to say I didn't think he'd be out there with 2, but he's out there with 2 now.
He is.
Take it right at him. Here's Boda. Knee right side.
Yeah. Good luck trying to find him.
Yeah, there's that.
Ball. Look at that. Oh, man.
It's really hard to Chase is looking at. It's really hard to palm it when you don't have control of it. That's what I don't get. He didn't have control of it. How could he be palming it?
I don't get it, Mike. I do not get that.
That's what I love when they call traveling when you don't have control of it too. It's like,
yeah.
I don't know. This is Micah Felina. A tremendous story, as you said.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. My kid, 9 years old, overcame leukemia.
Nice move to the basket.
Ooh.
The shot up by Hooker is missed.
There, yeah.
And Martin has the rebound. 23 shot it, 23 rebounded it. Martin drives to the basket, kicked it back out. Here's Boda. Back rim no good. Rebound to Zort.
Take it right to
Zort is fouled.
Get fouled.
That will be 2 now. That's number 10 on Newcastle. Everybody shoots 2 the rest of the way. 4:31 left first half. 21-13 Red Hurricanes.
You mentioned Mike and Felina, Mike. He's had 103 wins and 8 losses in his career, but probably the biggest stat they have is Micah won leukemia and nothing. When he was 9 years old, he had leukemia. His brother, Taneo, gave him a bone marrow transplant. That saved his life. It was touch and go for a while. They didn't think he'd be able to play sports again. The town had 2 benefits for him. Mike raised $40,000.
Tremendous.
Yeah.
You talk about Micah's record. The Newcastle record since 2010-11 season is 152-17. They have won 3 WPIL championships. They beat Hampton all 3 times and 1 state championship. That was the Malik Hooker year, and they went undefeated.
Mike, as bad as that's Palmer. Yep. As bad as it's been, we're already down 2 possessions.
4:22 to go. It's 21-15. Imagine if we'd have made some free throws along the way.
1, 2, 3 for 9 so far.
In deep to Boda. 1-2-2 zone trap. You can see that from up here. They work it to the corner to Martinka. Back out to Boda. Skip passes are the order of the day here. Boda, the ball carrier, and he's fouled. He'll shoot 2. At 83%, Ryan Boda.
Freddie Soda gets his second.
21-15, 4:09 left first half.
Boda again, 83% from the line. These are important, Mike.
Just a packed gym here at North Allegheny tonight. Again, playing this game at 6 o'clock instead of the normal 8. Boda's got 3 now, and it's 21-16. Rams on a 5-0 run.
And we hung around them last time. We had Mike here for a half.
I believe it. Highlands had a 2-point lead at the break.
Yes, they did.
21-17.
Think about this Highlands team, Mike. You just can't key in on one player like they did with Mike and Mason that night.
It's a 4-point game. Here's Felina. Out top and a long 3. Off the back rim by Soto. Rebound Levante Martin. And he's fouled by Hooker. And Hooker's got 2 at 3:53.
You better be careful, Mike. He's parading around like that. He's going to get a technical. Now, do they take him out, Mike?
Levante Martin will go to the line and shoot 2 at 3:53. It's only a 4-point game right now.
3 players on each side have 2 fouls, Mike. Big foul shots again.
Martin's first one is too strong. He'll get another. Brandon Parchman has come in the game. He wears number 3, his first appearance.
That is 6 foul shots missed to 1 for Newcastle.
Martin will get another. 61% on the year. It rattles in and out. Minioc the rebound.
These stats are going to come back to kill you, Mike.
A lot of lost trips between all the turnovers and the missed free throws, and driving his Felina all the way in for the layup.
Almost on cue. He has 6.
23-17. Boda holds on to it, needs some help, gave up the dribble, needs a timeout. Tried to get it, they lost it, and Martinka couldn't hold off the on-charging Parchman.
Look up.
It's loose, I got a man free, it's Desort. Desort lays, and they took it right off the rim. Newcastle back, Hooker stops and pops off the rim. Rebound put up and in by Minioc.
Big turnaround there, Mike.
Big sequence that was.
4 points.
Martin tries to get around Minioc and scores and draws the foul.
How you like
Levante
that, Mike?
Martin.
It was up in the air whether they were to call that one or not. They did. Newcastle fans don't like it.
Highlands fans do.
Why? Minioc gets his second. That is 4 Newcastle players with 2 fouls, Mike. Blondo better watch himself too.
Now they got to clean the floor over here, and right on the G and Tigers down there.
Boy, Mike, that trip before was so big, wasn't it?
No, it was.
Oh. I mean, Desort
and Blondo really unloading on the official here.
Mitch loves to wait for the contact. That time, Mike, I think he just should have scored the goal. You know.
3-point play for Levante Martin. He's got 4 all here in the second quarter. It's a 25-20 ball game. 2:45 left first half. Minioc high posting now against Martinka.
Tom getting a lot of action with this foul trouble.
Hooker flipped it up in the air, tipped away, and Martinka stole it. Now to Rieger, great no-look pass. Martinka missed a bunny. And Martinka knocked it out of bounds. Oh, what a pass by Rieger. And Martinka missed a bunny.
Now they're going to go offense, defense, Mike. See, Highlands doesn't have the bench strength to do that.
Well, you actually only need one guy to do it, if you really want to. Here's Felina. Hooker Out top to Parchment. Parchment had it stolen by Dom. It's loose. Should be high. No, they say Dom touched it last.
He's right to the floor. You got to give him credit, Mike.
Felina now will bring it up as we reach the 2-minute mark of the first half. Felina tries to get around Boda. Kicked it back out, and the three's on the way. It's short. Rebound Martin.
Hot leak, and we have Desort ahead of the pack.
Didn't see him. Now Mitchell take it out of the corner with a head fake.
And
Mitch is fouled by Micah Felina. Desort will shoot a couple.
Third, Mike. If we could just see that guy ahead of the pack, huh?
Did you hear the size over here when they saw that Felina has three?
Yep.
We're in amongst them here. The Newcastle fans were right around us. Very similar to the way it was the last time we were here. We made some good friends. Mark, the cameraman, over here to our left. Very nice. And Desort is having all kind of trouble from the foul line tonight. Normally a good foul shooter, 76%.
2 for 5. 8 foul shots missed, Mike, and 15 turnovers, and we're down by 5.
Lorenzo Gardner, number 10, checks in for Ralph Blundo. Desort will try it again. Rams down 5. Rams are down their missed foul shots right now. It's the difference in the game. Mitch hits the second. He's got 9. He's a Rams leading scorer. The Rams only have 4 players on the score sheet. 25-21. This is Gardner, his first appearance in the game. Back to Hooker. Outside to DeMonico. Now Hooker takes a 3. It's off. Missed it badly. Rebound to Zort. Here come the Rams. Down 4. Martinka kicked it back out to Rieger. Here it comes. In and out. Rebound Parchment. Oh, Don nearly stole it. He did. He kicked it free to Boda. What a play Martinka made. Here's Boda back the other way. Over to Desort for 3. It's off the rim, no good. And it hits the stanchion behind the backboard. It'll belong to Newcastle at 116.
16th Highlands turnover, Mike, and they're still in this game. Unbelievable.
16 should be a 2-game total.
Yeah.
Not a half.
No.
Of a semifinal.
Let's give Newcastle credit though, Mike. They caused them.
They do. Yeah, but if you're Highlands right now, you got to be feeling pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
They should be getting blown out of here. Here's Parchment.
Oh, he walked, yes.
And he did. Good eye, Dean.
That's their 10th turnover, too, so Highlands playing some defense, too, Mike. Jamison going to check back in now for Dom Martinki. Gave you some good quality minutes, Mike. Dom didn't get a lot of minutes this year, but those were quality.
Don can play defense. And he proved it there. He kicked a couple of those loose. Here's Nee. Got it to Desort. Out top to Martin. Faked the handoff to Desort. And now worked it back over to Boda.
One of the rare times, Mike, we had a half-court set. And they tried to
dump down to Martin, but they sagged beautifully that time. And
we've got to take advantage of those times we get the half-court sets, Mike.
Marcus Hooker did a nice job to sag back there and tip that ball away from Levante. So now Newcastle's going to want to hold it for 1 here at 35 seconds, you would think.
That's our strength.
Nearly a steal by Boda. Couldn't quite get it.
Half-court trend should be our strength. There's his transition.
Rams need a stop here. They do get the ball to start the second half. 20 seconds.
We stopped it at the end of the last quarter, Mike, if you remember.
Parchment playing catch with Lorenzo Gardner. I bet that Ralph Blundo didn't think he'd hear me say that. At this point, you throw it away anyway. They get a bunch of guys in there they're not used to having out there at this point in the ball game, and that's off the hands of Parchment and out of bounds. And now Highlands has a chance for the 2-for-1 here. They have 12 seconds. They have the ball and the arrow.
And, Mike, they were happy to burn time. There was such foul trouble, but again, turned it over. That is their 11th.
Here's Nee.
Got to get one here, guys. So important.
Nee launched the drive, got all the way in, got out of control. It came to Rieger. Rieger lays it in. R.J. Rieger makes it 25-23. 2 seconds, one. It's good if it goes. Soto, no good. And that's the end of the first half. And the Rams got to be happy. They turned it over a bunch and missed a bunch of foul shots.
17 turnovers and 8 missed foul shots, Mike.
And they only trail at the break. It's Newcastle 25, Highlands 23. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back right after this. halftime here at North Allegheny. Highlands trailing it by only 2, 25-23 at the break against the number 1 seeded Newcastle Hurricanes. Joe Lucchino and his son Joseph would like to welcome you to Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group, a brand new name, but the same great services the Lucchinos have been providing the AK Valley for decades. Still affiliated with New York Life, the Lucchinos can now expand your investment and insurance needs to incorporate some of the biggest names in the industry, while still giving you the peace of mind that comes with hometown service. They're located at 2318 Freeport Road next to Donut Connection, or you can call Joe at 724-224-8908 or Joseph at 412-818-7398. Why wait? Let Lucchino Insurance and Financial Services put you on the road to financial stability today. Quickly, that first half scoring for Newcastle. Gino Stone in with 8, 7 points for Markel Hooker, 4 points each for Micah Felina and Pat Minioc, and Marcus Hooker has 2. For Highlands, Mitch Desort has 9, 4 each for Ryan Boda, Jamison Nee, and Levante Martin, and 2 points for RJ Rieger off the bench. That's the Rams total of 23 as you see it here at North Allegheny. Second half coming right up. Highlands and Newcastle, the winner to the Pete for the championship right after this. Back at it here. Second half about to begin. The Rams have got to be happy where they are. They didn't play very well, and they're only losing by 2 points.
17 turnovers to 12.
They played hard.
Yep.
You're going to have that here in the semifinals.
See if we get the ball to Braden Timmons to start the second half, Mike. Get him a touch.
He's in there against Minioc. 2 big bodies. Now to Desort. Right side for the lead. Off the back rim, no good.
Push off. They didn't catch it.
Rebound is.
Timmons almost got a third.
Hooker all the way through. Got all the way in. Laid it up. Scored and draw the foul. Marcus Hooker. Wow.
Who's the foul on?
It's on Nee. It's his third.
Yikes. What a terrible start. Terrible start.
And he even olayed to let him get around because he didn't want to take it.
Yep.
And still must have got enough of him to catch the eye of the official. That's a big start. And it's loose, and Hooker's going to lay it in. That's a bigger start.
Mike.
And they get 4 right out of the gate, and it's 29-23. The Rams can't stand prosperity.
Yep, that's what teams like this do, Mike.
Timmons, and now they got their starters back in there, and things are a little different. And now we got a foul on the floor against Newcastle.
That's Marcus Hooker.
And that is on. It's been all Marcus Hooker here in the second half. 2 baskets and 1 foul. It's the 2 baskets that have really hurt the worst, though. They go in deep to Nee. 29-23. Newcastle by 6.
Look at this, Mike. 3 guys on the ball. You got to make them pay for that. And you don't feed it back out. You feed it down.
Now Boda. Out to Nee. Nee dribbles into the paint. Kicked it back out off the tip, but Boda's able to control it.
Ball back.
Around Stone. Boda high off the glass. No good. Rebound. Newcastle. And Hooker able to control it. Got it back to Felina, and they'll settle things down. They're like it's like an opera crowd. They're so basketball savvy, these people. They clap at the very small things, and they know. Ooh. Here's Felina. Out top, this is Markel Hooker. Spin move in the lane and scores. It's the Hooker show in the second half. Red lights everywhere. 31-23.
And Mike again.
Desort for 3. Air ball. Rebound. They're going to call a foul on Timmons.
Let's see.
My goodness. That looked like a jump ball to me.
That's it, Mike. That's his third.
Well, you see the difference when they have their 5 starters out there.
Yep.
He had to have them all on the bench at the end of the first half, and that's when Highlands made their run.
Highlands did not spend a lot of time in the locker room, Mike. They were up at the 6-minute mark. And I thought they were going to come out firing, but unfortunately it's been the other way around. It's 6-0 run to start the third quarter by Newcastle.
Here's Hooker, worked it into his brother, kicked it back out, and a good job by Rieger to get a piece of that and knock it out of bounds. Tried to find Gino Stone deep along the baseline in the corner. Markel gets it in. This is Minioc to Felina. Felina tries to get around Boda. Oh, Boda, what a beautiful defensive play. Blocked the shot and knocked it out of bounds.
And now, Mike, again, you have to get them to turn the ball over. They cooperated into the first half. So it got sloppy at the end, but like you said, the starters were not there.
Now Marcus to Markel. The brothers play catch out top. Behind the back move.
And being in foul trouble, they may be content to do this, Mike. Oh,
Hooker traveled.
There you go.
into the second half. 8-point Newcastle lead.
I love that ref's name, Tony Court. Destined to be a referee, huh?
I think of Margaret Court, the tennis player. She was perfect for tennis too, Court.
Yes.
It worked.
1-2-2 trap. Highlands throws it to his spot.
Somebody got to be able to Bo to take a shot. Is he all right?
He took 2 out.
He ran into Minioc, and Minioc's a big fella. He might only be 6 feet tall, but he's built solidly, and Ryan got hit hard.
Minioc now at 3. I got a funny feeling he plays football, Mike.
No, he's a senior. We won't see him next September.
He took 2 out.
It's our first road trip next year, folks. We're going to Newcastle in September
I've
for
been
football. I don't know if I'm allowed. Oh. Here's Knee, steps back for 3. Off the back rim, rebound Newcastle. Rams have hit 1 3-pointer tonight. That was a pass off the glass by Stone. There was nobody there to get it. Here is Martin all the way down in the lay-in.
Devontae, great job off the turnover. He's got 6.
31-25. Stone was feeding that ball off the glass to one of his teammates, but they were unable to corral it. Step in front by Knee, but it's kept by Hooker. 360, yes. Markel Hooker. The Hooker brothers have all 8 points in the second half. It's 33-25.
Their leading scorer, Mike. 23 a game. He has 11 now. Lions have to try to answer.
Knee got shut off. Rieger took it out of the corner. Now back to Boda. Well, if the Rams don't hit their outside shots, they're not going to have a chance. Knee for 3. Missed everything. Hooker the rebound.
Rondo says slow it up. They're going to be content to play the half court.
They didn't exactly shoot it lights out against Hampton the other night. But all due respect to Joe Lafko and his team, this isn't Hampton.
No.
Hooker, 3 ball. In and out, no good. Rebound Martin. Again, 8-point game. 4:20 to go. Rieger's in trouble, and Stosh wants a timeout, and he gets it quickly.
Good call on his part. They had him trapped over there.
At 4:22.
All right, get a chance to talk about B&J Sports. Saw Glenn over there with John Mason. It's nice our advertisers come together. They're located at 1605 Freeport Road in Natrona Heights. They've been serving our local sports fans and great sports fans of the AK Valley for over 5 decades. When it comes to all your sporting good needs, look no further than B&J Sports. Glenn Mills and his friendly staff provide that personal touch. Team uniforms, trophies, any and all your sports equipment. You can't beat the service of B&J Sports. Stop in there. Give Glenn a call at 724-226-2762. 5 decades says it all. B&J Sports.
Our 20th broadcast of the season, by the way. Did the math today. Rams' 25th game.
And how many games for us now? Like 504 we're on?
This is number 504, yeah. That's hard to believe, too, isn't it?
Yep.
He saved it for a moment, but Soto got it for Newcastle. Kicked it out to Stone. Here it comes from 3. In and out, no good. Rebound Knee. Pushes it to Zort. 1-on-1 against Soto. Drew the contact and drew the foul.
It's what Mitch does, Mike.
They don't like any call that goes against them, do they?
No. That one's on Freddie Soto. That is his 3rd.
Mitch to Zort to the line.
Now
He'll
they
shoot
have
2.
3 guys with 3 fouls. Highlands has 2. Mitch first one in with double figures for Highlands with 10.
McCamey and Martin out. Knee, of course, out there with 3 fouls at this point. There's no tomorrow. Well, I mean, there's a state tournament, but there's no tomorrow as far as this goes. And really, this is what we're playing for right now. 33-26. Hooker for 3. Yes. Markel Hooker has 7 in the 3rd. Marcus Hooker has 4. That's all their points, and they steal it again. And a foul by Knee. That's his 4th. At 3:43, 3rd quarter.
They smell blood in the water here at Newcastle, Mike. They're all standing up.
They have their biggest lead. They lead by 10, 36-26. Freddie Soto is going to shoot another candidate.
The guy that keeps standing in front of us doesn't realize there's a camera there. He's going to get in the back of the head with this, Mike.
He paid his money. And again, so did we.
That's right. We paid a little more than he did.
Hooker missed the shot. Rebound Martin. Out to Rieger. Now to Martin again. Corner Desort. Desort tries to go baseline. He does, off the glass, and it settles home. That's 12 for Mitch, and it's 36-28 to lead back to 8 at 3:19.
All right, Mike, got to come back to be on defensive end.
Hooker got into the foul line. Now kicked it back out to Soda. Soda, he had all kind of room. Dumped it off to Miniak, and he laid it in. Oh, it opened up like the Red Sea for him, and Miniak was right there to lay it in. 38-28. Same thing for Martin the other way.
Montez 8. The lead is 8.
Now Hooker, up and under move. Shot, score, foul. And the Hooker brothers have taken over the second half. 10-point Newcastle lead.
Fouls on Ryan Boda, his first. And Mike, you can live with that for Markel. But that three-point shot he heaves, that one went in. That really hurt. All of a sudden it's double figures, Mike. 10.
They have now a steal as kicked back to the corner. Hooker again. Grazer this time, but only white shirts. Hooker, corner. Three ball down by Geno Stone. Timeout Highlands. Newcastle blowing the doors off. 43-30. It's a 13-point Newcastle lead.
All right, attention high school seniors, you can learn the skills you need to start a career in the high-demand field of healthcare in less than a year. Serving the Allegheny Valley for over 35 years, Career Training Academy provides the tools and support you need to start a professional career in medical or dental assisting, medical billing and coding, or massage therapy. We're proud to announce we moved to our new location at Hillcrest Plaza, Lower Borough on January 4th. Visit us on the web or come in and see us at careerta.edu. Even better, give them a call at 724-337-1000. Your career is waiting at Career Training Academy. Well, Mike, again, it's been a case of not being able to handle the pressure. This is what they do. Newcastle scores in bunches, and again, they're out to do it very effectively here in the third quarter. You mentioned the Hooker boys, Markel and Marcus. From what I've understood, Mike, they're very nice kids on top.
18-7 third quarter right now for Newcastle. Now the officials have called time. I don't know what this is all about. They're trying to get Highlands out of the huddle right now.
Hey guys! Oh! You want to do the broadcast here?
There's, I don't know, I think they're escorting a fan. The gendarmes have been alerted. I see Harry Orpin, site manager.
Let him go, as they would say in Frozen, right?
Site manager tonight. Bob Bizzuto, the athletic director.
Right there.
Took care of that situation. That's what the official timeout was. Here's Boda trading a three. 43-33. And now Hooker is fouled as he drives to the basket. Looks like it's going to be on Rieger. Rieger tried to take the charge. He can't get them all.
That'll be his second, yep.
He gets a lot of them. And that'll put Markel Hooker to the line. He'll shoot two. 2:06 to go, third quarter. Seven points for Markel. Or Marcus, I'm sorry. 5 in this quarter. But it's been Markel that's taken over. Well, that was Markel.
Markel's on a foul line.
Yeah.
That was
And he's got 17.
18. Yep, 17 trying for 18.
So here's Rieger. Having trouble keeping my Hooker straight.
Yeah.
I have that problem sometimes. Corner to Rieger.
RJ's got to look at that, Mike.
Boda for three. In and out. Rebound Martin on the weak side. And Martin used that big body to make some room. And all flopperoonie by Marcus Hooker there.
Nobody bought that. He has
Nah, that was an Academy Award-winning performance.
10. Lead is 9.
44-35. Felina got shut off. Now got it back to Miniak, and Felina takes control of it. Out to Marcus. Felina right side. Drives it around Boda. A glass. Missed it. They bang around at it, and Miniak got it back. And Miniak got fouled. Pat Miniak Miniok, the senior, will shoot a couple. The rights to this telecast are the sole and exclusive property of the WPIAL, and it's intended for the benefit of our viewing audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the WPIAL is prohibited. Miniok,
missed the first one, Mike. They've only missed 3 foul shots tonight.
Trying to raise their record to 24-1 on the way to the Pete on Friday night. If they can hold on here, and now we got a foul on Newcastle as McCamey had control of that one. It's still only 9.
Yeah, I'm not giving up yet, Mike.
They stretched it to 13 at one point.
Hooker now with 3 fouls. Felina has 3. Minock has 3. Soto has 3.
Amazing.
Markel Hooker has 2. Big problem for us tonight, Mike. Braden Timmons on the bench with foul trouble from the beginning of the game. Got 2 quick ones, come out and picked up a 3rd. And now we have Jamison Nee with 4.
Here's Boda.
You cannot pick your dribble up against this team, Mike.
Alteriga got a wide open McCamey for the lay-in. First basket for Lamar, only the 4th bench point for Highlands. 44-37.
They're going to take some air out here, Mike.
Newcastle does not have a bench point. All their points come from their starters. 7-point game. 44 seconds left of the 3rd quarter. Hooker. Out to Felina.
Possession error belongs to Newcastle.
You see what Ralph Blundo's thinking right now. He may even get it down to about 14 and call a timeout here. He's got all of his timeouts left if he wants to use them. He's very similar to Falter in that case. When you run it up at this kind of speed, you don't want to call a timeout and let the other team rest.
Exactly.
This is Felina at 12 seconds. Rams trying to push him out closer to the timeline. 5. Felina drives in around McCamey. And McCamey knocked it free. The Rams got to be aware of the clock. Martin too late. He got the shot off. That's good defense by Highlands that time. That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score. Newcastle 44, Highlands 37.
19-14 quarter that time, Mike. The Lowell Rams found themselves down by 5.
If you want to do trivia, might as well. We got 1 ad left. We can save it.
Well, I wasn't going to do trivia, Mike. I guess I have one.
Oh, whatever you want to do.
You can time both together. We'll try to explain how the state playoffs work since we're in. They begin next Friday, March 4th. Sites and times to be determined. They're going to finish March 18th with the championship at the Giant Center in Hershey. We qualified at District 7, and we're going to get 1 of 4 slots depending upon what happens tonight and on Friday night, the championship game. The seeds are 7-1, and again, that would be the champion. They'll play 7-7, so they'll play somebody in Western Pennsylvania. 7-2 if you're 2nd place, or if you come in, if you lose at the Pete on Friday, you'll play 10-3, District 10, 3rd place team. The 2 losers, now what's interesting, Mike, is 7-3 and 7-4 are not determined by a game. It's determined by what 7-1 and 7-2 do. For example, if Newcastle wins here, goes on to win, we become 7-3. If they will win here and lose, we become 7-4. 7-3 team will play the City League champs. The 7-4 team will play a District 10 number 2 team. I'll plug some names in for you to show you how that shook out last year. We get a chance.
All right.
My trivia question was, who won AAA last year, by the way?
Oh, Indiana.
In the state.
Oh, I have no idea.
Mike pulls it up as soon as the WPL's over. Turnover.
Yes, I do. I don't pay any attention to those. I try not to pay any attention to those people.
Well, Mike, it was 2 teams from the East. Newman Goretti beat Archbishop Carroll 69-57.
Newcastle, I believe, beat Archbishop Carroll to win theirs. They beat Seton LaSalle College. They lost Archbishop Carroll last year in the quarters. Nice move by Martin. Made some room with that big body and laid it in.
All of a sudden, Mike, it's a 5-point game.
Again, they won't go away.
Yep.
Martin the rebound out to Desort. Here come the Rams. Desort tried to draw the foul from behind there. He almost did. Now he goes in, missed the shot. Martin the rebound. Martin scores.
Monte Martin, Mike, he's been a force here.
And now we have a timeout as Marcus Hooker went down. They want to clean up some moisture on the court. 44-41 all of a sudden.
1 possession game, Mike.
11-1 Highlands run right now.
And it's been with Timmons and Nee on the bench, Mike. That's what makes it interesting, huh?
Nee, of course, with 4 fouls. Timmons with 3. 7:07 to go.
And one thing, Mike, they haven't lost their composure here.
Well, they won't go away. And again, the big number tonight, the Rams, a 67% free throw shooting team for the season. I don't even think they're making 50% tonight.
Nope, they've missed 9 free throws.
Felina beats the timeline, goes in and drew the foul. Rieger can't believe it.
I think they're going to get Boda, Mike. No, they're going to get Rieger. That is his third.
RJ thought he had the tree trunks planted there. So now Newcastle in the bonus. That's 7 against Highlands, second half. This is a shooting foul, though. And Micah Felina will shoot 2.
Only down 3, Mike. We've never got to execute the game plan, which was to get the ball to Braden Timmons.
We're very warm in the gym tonight, too, especially when we're up here at the top. This is a great broadcast location.
Heat rises.
That's 5 for Micah. 45-41.
Here comes the pressure.
5-point lead. Quickly, Rieger breaks the press.
Get rid of it,
all the way to the basket and charge. He had Mitch Desort wide open in the corner with nobody around him.
You got to pass the ball, Mike. They can't let it. They just will lay for you there.
And he drew 3 defenders, and Mitch was standing over there like the Statue of Liberty.
4 fouls on Rieger, 4 fouls on Knee. 6:47 to go. Highlands down 5.
Felina will bring it up. Hands it off to Hooker. Now back out to Stone. Minioc came out. Now Markel. Markel drives in, got around Rieger with 4 fouls. He had to do it. Fouls on the floor. And it's on Highlands.
Devontae Mark is going to get his second.
You see RJ had to play the Olay there.
Yep. For not being big, Mike, they attack the glass.
Minioc will shoot. 6:19 to go. 5-point lead for the Red Hurricanes. Make it 6. 47-41. Boy, got a nice roll there, didn't he?
Yeah. And more importantly, it allows them to set this pressure up, Mike.
7-point game. Boda gets it across. And Boda dribbled it off his leg as he was bothered from behind. Now the Rams steal it back. McCamey from behind. On the floor they go.
They're going to call Highlands for step.
Jump ball. Highlands will get it at 6:06. Well, McCamey came right back and took it back away.
When do you bring back Timmons, Mike?
That's a great question.
He's only got 3 fouls. Let's say do it now. I say only 3 because Jamison Knee sitting next to him with 4.
Rieger. Oh, he almost walked again. He almost walked twice. Boda and a nickel dimer over on the sidelines, 35 feet away from the basket. That's only the 15th foul against Newcastle second half.
Freddie Soto picks up his 4th.
Knees coming back in now.
And here comes Braden, Mike. Might as well go for it all now, huh?
Foul was on Soto. The announcer said it was on Highlands and Lamar McCamey, but no. That would be unusual if they gave us the ball if we committed the foul. It was on Soto on Newcastle. Hooker knocks it away from Boda. The Rams will have to try it again over there. See Mr. Guido across the way. Oh, it came off of Knee's hands. Markel Hooker up, around, no good. Tip, no good. Rebound, Stone, no good. And Martin finally has it, out to Desort. Desort tries to get around Minioc, and he laid it in.
That's what Mitch does. He's got 14. All of a sudden it's a 5-point game again, Mike. 5 minutes, 30 seconds to go.
Here's Hooker to his brother. They play catch. Drives in off the glass. Nicely done. Around Martin. Boda for three. In and out. Rebound Martin. Martin's foul. Rams have hit 2 3-pointers tonight.
Compton averaging 8 3-pointers a game, Mike. That's a big difference right there, too, huh?
That's 4 fouls on Geno Stone. Rams will key it in again, and Rams will go to the bonus the rest of the way after this. Timmons back in there also.
Yep.
Nearly a...
Oh, no foul there?
That's amazing. That would have been 5 on Stone. Dumped down by Desort. Got it inside and all. Great body control by Timmons. His first basket of the night, and it's a 5-point game.
I remember, Mike, the game plan was to get it in down there and never got the chance to execute it tonight. Ralph
Blundo, he doesn't start with a jacket, but he's rolled up the sleeves. Stone, yes. 52-45. Newcastle by 7. 4:38 to go.
Could have caught his 5th foul, Mike. He would have been there for that one, huh? If, huh?
Saved by Desort. Got around Miniak. Blew up the baseline and scored. 16 for Mitch. He's the Rams' leading scorer. 52-47. Rams need to stop.
Jamison Neal, he's 4 tonight, Mike, and Braden Timmons, too. It's a big difference.
Around a screen. They get it back to Soto. A lot of moving screens out there. That one by Hooker you saw. Here's Stone. Oh, he slipped for a second, but able to keep control. Kicked it back to Miniak. Oh, nice play. Miniak scored. 54-47. Nearly a steal, but it came to Desort for 3. In and out.
Look out, Mike.
Hooker to Miniak, and Miniak missed the shot. Rebound is put up and in. And the foul as Hooker scores. Hurricanes by 9.
Brady picks up his 4th, Mike.
Markel Hooker, who has taken over here. 19 of the Newcastle 56. And the Hooker brothers are formidable. Martin the rebound. Still a 9-point game. Oh, with 3.5 minutes, you figure the Rams are going to need some threes, and they haven't hit them tonight.
Yep.
Knee. Stops, pops, baseline, missed it. Rebound, Timmons. Timmons back up.
And 1.
Scores and draws the foul. That's a way to get 3.
Well, could have been, Mike, if Braden didn't get in foul trouble tonight. That was the game plan. Have the big guy take over.
Timmons will get the 1. That's 4 fouls on Miniak. A lot of fouls tonight.
Yep.
56-49. A chance to cut it to 5 again, which is as close as the Rams have gotten it since Newcastle led by 13. And Desort able to get it. Gave up his dribble. Timeout Highlands. His Stosh is all the way down at the end of the bench to get that one taken. In the nation, it's dedicated licensed professionals protecting your family. At Nationwide Insurance, we just call them agents. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Mel and John at the Boucher Agency want to help you relieve some of the stress involved with insuring your new teen driver. Ask about the Nationwide Insurance Young Driver Discount. When you compare, no one beats Nationwide's rates for young drivers. Join the nation that cares. Call your hometown Nationwide agents, Sean and Mel, 724-224-4300. They have evening and Saturday hours for your convenience. Remember, in the AK Valley, the Bouchers and Nationwide are on your side. Special thanks to all of our sponsors. We like to do it every once in a while, but here at this may be it for us in the WPIL, so we want to make sure to say thank you to all of them and all of their help.
We can't do the game anyways, Mike. Comcast
right, championship game, we would be shut out. Big Comcast
shuts out little one.
His big brother in the championship game. That's right.
Like if looking at last year, what happened in the playoffs? Indiana was 7-1. They played South Bay at a Plum. Beaver Falls was 2. They played Meadville at North Catholic. Ambridge was 3. They played Obama Academy at Alderdice. Newcastle last year was 4. They had to go all the way up to Edinburgh to play Erie Strong Vincent. So stay tuned. Check the local papers. Go to WPL.org or
the great Keith Jackson used to say, check your local listings for time and game in your area. They get it into Martin. Rams desperately need a basket on this trip. They trail it by 6. Nee puts it on the floor, tries to get around Hooker. Spin move, shot score with the left hand.
Jamison now has 6. The lead is
5 again. We've been down this road before. Newcastle led it 43-30, and the Rams have cut it to 5 probably 5 times, but have never been able to get it inside of that.
they had to put down to 3, Mike. 44-41 to 7-minute mark.
Stone missed it. Rebound Highlands. McCamey.
To get it down to 3 again, Mike.
Nee. All the way to the basket, lays it up, missed it. Tip is no good.
Oh, man.
Rebound Hooker.
What a big trip that was, Mike. Dog, gone. Could have got it down to 3. 1 possession game.
Now Hooker plays catch with Felina up top. 2:40 to go.
Jamison just doesn't miss those, Mike.
Wide open underneath, and it's blocked by Desort.
I play D.
Wants to push it, got it out to Boda. They get back so quickly. There's no such thing as a fast break against this team.
2.5.
Nee.
That time it goes
Finger
down.
roll.
He's got 8. More importantly, it's a 1 possession game, Mike. The 2:19 mark.
Oh, and all the way down is Markel Hooker. 21 for him. 58-53. Nee. Scores across the foul.
Boy, that's a big one, Mike. Newcastle fans aren't going to like that one. There's our buddy with the big head again.
It's a 3-point game with 2:10 to go. He was. Jason said he was moving. He was. It was a good call. Mike.
That was Hooker.
The semicircle that doesn't quite exist yet, right?
Mike Rizzo in the picture there, huh?
I got to sit him in it. 58-55. This is what this is all about, folks.
This is the 3rd time, Mike, we've had it down to a 3-point lead in this 4th quarter.
And Ralph Blundo is going to call his first time out of the game with 2:10 to go in regulation time. Newcastle 58, Highlands 55.
And again, the idea, Mike, here would be to try to get things straightened out as far as their defense goes. You're right, they don't like to call timeouts. They like to wear you out. Well, let's give the Golden Rams credit, Mike. They were down 11. They could have tapped. They did not here. They've cut it down, like I said, 3 times the 3 points. Again, 2:10 to go. Highlands trailing 58-55. Jamison knee up line. And again, Mike, we've missed 8, 10 free throws here tonight. They've missed 5. We've committed 22. We really cleaned the turnovers up here in the second half. Mike.
Really have. Boy, I don't know how this is going to end up, but there are a lot of worried faces in front of us right now. A lot of concern over here. They haven't been close many times. No. They've had a lot of bullets. It's been like Highlands.
Yep.
But Highlands has been at least a few close games recently. You hear them across the way.
There we go, Mike. Highlands comes in averaging 74 as well as Newcastle giving up 52. Newcastle over only 47. We've got that beat right now. We're 55. Let's see what Jamison Nee can do here.
That timeout also served Ice, the shooter. We'll see.
Grab onto something at home, ladies and gentlemen. Final 2:10 to go.
Chance to cut it to 2. He does. 58-56.
Got 11.
2:10 to go.
This is a big one, Mike.
Remember that game against West Mifflin last year? Highlands has been in games like this.
Oh, yes.
Here's Hooker out top. They trailed it by 13 in the 3rd quarter. Stone off the move, pure. 15 for him.
Every time they need a big hoop, Mike, they've got
They get one. 60-56. Desort to McCamey. Kicked it out. Here's Boda. Loops it back out, and McCamey took it away from Nee. Now Nee gets it back. Nee puts it on the floor. Shake and bake. Nice pass to Martin. Lays it up and in.
Yes. Martin now with 16, Mike. He's had a big second half here.
60-58. 1:25 to go.
You think of fouling, Mike? We've only got. Oh, they're both.
Now you put him on the line. Hooker. Stone's wide open for 3. Oh, he missed it, but it came right to Minioc.
Every time they needed a big basket, Mike, they've got one.
62-58. Nee got a foul out top. The Rams will shoot 1 and 1. Nee will shoot 1 and 1 at 1:02 to go. 4-point Newcastle lead.
We drew within 2, Mike.
That's the 4th on Felina.
Nobody's fouled out of this
Stone,
game.
Felina, Minioc, and Soto I have all with 4. And the Rams have Timmons, Nee, he makes the first, Timmons, Nee, and Rieger all with 4. And Mee's been a man possessed since he's come back in off the 4 fouls. 62-59, 1:02 to go.
He scored 8 points in this quarter, Mike, leading his charge back. Chance to cut it to 2.
Hit them both.
Now we need to stop on defense, Mike.
Rieger back in for defense. 62-60. 1 minute, 2 seconds to go. Newcastle with a 2-point lead.
Boy, I don't know if I want to put Jamison down in this situation, Mike. If we get the ball, then you call timeout.
Rams only have 1 timeout left.
Yep.
Newcastle has 4. Felina gets it across. Again, Newcastle in the double bonus. They'll shoot 2 the rest of the way. Oh, Martin giving Hooker some trouble out there on those hedges. Now the Hooker brothers play catch along the sideline. It's stolen.
Oh, got to call something there.
Boy, I thought it might have been over and back or traveling, but Felina's able to get it back across.
You got to call something there, Mike. He ran with the ball.
Minioc, 30 seconds. Now Boda gets Felina. I don't think Stosh wanted that, but Ryan was beaten. 30 seconds to go.
Here comes Braden Timmons, Mike. We're going to go for it now.
And now the senior, Micah Felina, who's been through a lot worse than this.
Yep, that's for sure, Mike.
This ought to seem like a walk in the park for him.
2 big foul shots. He hasn't missed you up in the line tonight. Still a 1-possession game, Mike.
All I know is this. They say that you are that your life experiences define you. If that's the case, Ralph Blundo has the guy he wants at the foul line right now. 63-60. Second one's off the rim. Oh, look at Hooker get in there. Almost. Nee has it. Rams could tie it with a 3. Nee is fouled. He'll shoot 2 at 24 seconds in a 3-point game.
Minioc's going to walk the plank here, Mike.
Finally, somebody goes.
Yep.
Rieger and McCamey are going to come in. This is going to be a 2-shot foul. That's a 10th foul against Newcastle. 24 seconds to go. Highlands trailing by 3.
And I don't think you can mess around anymore, Mike. I think you got to foul and put them on the line quickly.
Right away now, yeah.
Yep, go for the steal and then foul. And that's why I want McCamey in there.
And you really can't have very much discretion on who you foul either. It's time is of the essence at this point.
What a game, Mike.
This has been tremendous.
No quitting the Golden Rams here. Oh, they're trying to say he had 4 fouls. He has 5. Get him out of here.
See Steve Meaner put the 5 up down there.
Yeah.
Steve's having a discussion with RJ, who's down at the table, and now we're going to have to make a.
I have 5. What do you
I
got,
have 5
Mike?
also.
Yeah.
Well, the book had. Oh, this is Markel. See, I thought it was on Minioc.
Oh, I thought so too.
Now, how many did you have Markel with? I had this being his 4th, correct?
Yeah.
So that is different. I thought Minioc. I'm sorry, but it is. They say 5 on Markel Hooker.
Wow, that's big, Mike. I didn't have that. That's their leading scorer.
Is that Deuce down there? I hope so. It's the time of year we missed Deuce.
Yeah.
Deuce would be here tonight, believe me.
A big freight. Not too shabby. Highlands with a chance to cut it to 1. Boy, as Jamison Knee come up here in the 4th quarter. 10 points, Mike.
63-61, all right? Make it, steal it, score, let's go home.
That works for me. He did.
63-62.
Who took the timeout? Nobody. Okay, got to get Jamison.
Go for this. So what are we doing? We're going to go for the steal quickly.
Yep.
I'd say the minute they get it across half court, then you foul. I give them that much.
Get him. Foul him. There we go.
And they do. They foul Freddie Soto, the sophomore.
Okay, let's go. Mitch DeZort, only his 2nd foul, Mike. He's got fouls to give.
2-shot foul. Freddie Soto at the line. Even if he makes them both, the Rams will still have the opportunity to tie.
And he hasn't shot yet tonight, Mike, so let's see what he can do here. Freddie Soto. 2 shots.
No, he drains it. Cold as ice, his first point of the night, 64-62. Now Now, if he makes this, is Ralph Blundo going to be in the fouling business?
Let's see.
It's still a little early.
A lot of strategy out here.
21 seconds.
A lot of strategy.
Rams just need a basket. Don't even worry about the three. Here's Desort for the tie. He makes it! We're tied! 14 seconds!
They're going right at
Newcastle, 9 seconds. This is Felina around. A shot is a dipper. Rebound Timmons. Out to Boda. 1 second. If it's good, if it goes.
Oh!
We're going to overtime. Tied at 65.
What a big three by Mitch Desort, Mike. Can you believe it? Do you believe it, Mike?
We're tied at 65. Quick break. We'll be back. Overtime in the semifinals. Highlands has fought all the way back from a 13-point deficit to tie this game at 65.
And I'm still telling you, Mike,
They've never led.
the game plan to get on to Braden Timmons. We haven't had a chance to do that yet, Mike. Here's our chance now. Their leading scorer, Mikhail Hooker, fouled out in the last minute. Let's see if the Highlands Rams can take advantage. It's a different look Newcastle team than we had at the beginning of the game, Mike. There's no doubt about it. All 5 Highlands starters on the floor, Mike. Boy, I tell you what, talk about tough kids, huh?
Amazing.
Both teams.
Again, the next foul's by Timmons, Nee, Rieger. They'll go. Rams get the tap. They have the basketball. They've never led. Boy, that three by Desort. You talk about ice water in his veins.
Can't pick that ball up. There it
Dump
goes.
down.
Right
Timmons lays it. No, he missed it. Try again. Missed them both. The Rams have still never led.
Mike. That's what we wanted right there. You had our chance right there, buddy. Point blank, huh?
Spin move by Stone, out of control. Missed the shot.
Over the top.
Foul. Going to be on Highlands. I think it's on Timmons, maybe.
Mark.
Timmons got poked in the eye.
Yep. Martin, that's his third.
Oh, 2 point-blank layups. They've still never had the lead.
But Mike, that's exactly what we wanted. The ball down to Timmons. We had it there.
The first one by Stone settles home. Stone also playing with 4 fouls. Markel Hooker. Unfortunately for Ralph Blundo, the last thing he wants is his assistant coach to be Markel Hooker, and that's the case right now. Stone hits them both.
They don't miss free throws, Mike. You know that.
67-65. Nee used the screen by Timmons, kicked it over to Martin, puts it on the floor, all the way to the basket, and he lays it in. Levante Martin makes it 67 all.
18 might be his high for the year, Mike.
He had over 20 against Hampton in the first game.
23,
Hooker,
you're right. Oh,
is foul.
and Levante quickly picks up his 4th, Mike. Wow. We've got 4 guys out there with 4 fouls. And boy, the bench against it gets real thin for Highlands in a hurry.
Marcus Hooker, the only remaining available Hooker. First one's off the front rim. He'll get another.
Brother at Ohio State, we faced him in football a couple years
Sure did.
ago.
Rams won that game 24-19.
Maybe they can pull one out here too, Mike.
Great touchdown catch by Jordan Lineberg. Hooker makes 1. It's 68-67. Newcastle by 1.
Get the lead, guys.
We
Come
played
on,
a minute.
One time, let's get this lead.
Neat. On the floor. Stops. Pops. Missed it. Rebound Martin.
Yes, left-handed.
There's the first lead of the game.
There's the left-hander. We got 20, and Highlands has the lead.
69-68.
Oh.
Another foul. Boda hands on head.
He's got 3, Mike.
Micah Felina at the line.
He hit 2 big ones, Mike, at the end.
Hope our friends from Carlinton aren't in a hurry.
Yep, we're going to be here. Felina ties it at 69.
Everything from Felina from the foul line here in the second half. He hit them both. Newcastle back on top, 70-69.
Coach Jason Kerr says goes
He
up.
steps back, it's three,
Yes.
down!
I couldn't argue with that.
72-70.
With everybody in foul trouble, Mike, a zone would be a great idea.
Stone, yes, tied again. Tied at 72. Knee.
He got tripped.
Foul.
Floor.
And believe me, Micah Felina had no choice right there.
Yep.
They're going to have to call Mike Rizzo to go out there and clean up after him after that one because he got left in the dust.
Only his fourth.
He got left on 19 heading back to Pittsburgh.
Jason Kerr brings up a good point, though, Mike. The zone might be the way to go here with everybody in foul trouble.
2:16 to go, first overtime. We're tied at 72. The prize, a trip to the Pete Friday night.
19 now for Jamison. Highlands with a 1-point lead. Long way to go in this one. 2:16 in overtime.
Hit them both.
He's got 20.
74-72.
He had 4 going into the fourth quarter, Mike. Talk about tough kids, huh?
Yeah, he had 4 points when he was on the bench with 4 fouls late in the fourth quarter. And now he's got 21. Hooker over to Stone. Stone stops. He pops. It tied again.
They have made every big shot, Mike. You get a lead, they come right back at you. You gotta
Tied
give
at
them credit.
74. We go back and forth. Less than 2 to go. Boda gets the handoff with Felina. Now returns the favor. Timeout Highlands as Tyler Stachinsky wants to talk it over. 1:43 to go in the first overtime. We are tied at 74.
Maybe this will be the time, Mike. One time since Tyler's been here, he goes zone. This could be the time. Tell you what, it's been a great game, and like I said, it's a shame one of these teams has to lose. Remember, whoever wins here has to come back Friday and play at the Peterson Event Center.
Right, that game going on right now between Mars
And Beaver
Falls.
Yeah, well,
Beaver Falls.
yep.
And if you look at it, both of the semifinals, all the teams come from the 2 conferences, Section 1 and Section 2. The first and second place teams out of both. So,
Mike, you're trying to look it up. It hasn't started yet.
now they're playing at 6 also.
Oh, they're playing 6
Yes,
also?
they are.
And they are. Okay, might be able to find it.
Beaver Falls won by a point.
Whoa.
Hey, that's great. That's good news. We wouldn't have to play Mars again.
Yes, that is. Boy, if we get past here, you're
Thanks,
right.
Jay.
Mike. Wow, that's a great.
So Beaver Falls in the final. Again, every time I see Beaver Falls in the final, it doesn't work out well. Every time Burrow gets to the final, they have to play Beaver Falls. And then last year, what happened? Indiana played Beaver Falls, and Indiana won.
Yep. So rematch of a Section 1 team. Hopefully, be 2 Section 1 teams. Huh, Mike? Here we go. Triple teaming right there, make them pay for it. Right there, Mike.
Baseline Timmons. Timmons lays it in.
Feed Timmons. Feed the beast.
Stosh does it again out of the timeout. 76-74.
Feed the beast. Stop this guy.
Stone from 15. No. Rebound. Highlands. But it's Timmons.
Hold the ball. We're in no rush. We got
1:19 to go. Highlands with the ball in the lead.
Highlands trying to get to the championship to face Beaver Falls Friday night at Peterson Event Center. Hold on to something at home. The Golden Rams trying to do a ball control, Mike.
Boat all the way to the basket. He missed it, but Martin got the rebound. Martin, no. Martin again. Football time, Martin.
What a shot by Martin, Mike. Highlands now up 4 with a minute to go. Timeout. Timeout.
Timeout, Ralph Blundo. 51 seconds left. Highlands fighting back from a 13-point deficit. Leads it by 4 in overtime.
This is one time, Mike. Maybe you go to that zone now, huh? Please? 51 seconds. Just protect the basket.
He's not going to change anything. Well, I don't know. I don't think he's going to change. Rams with a 4-point, 78-74 lead. And here's the impressive part about this overtime team. They've scored every time they've scored every possession in the overtime. And
they had 28 points in the fourth quarter, Mike.
Yeah. They had 37 points going to the fourth quarter. They have 74 right now. By the way, they have more than 64. You know what that means.
The magic number, Mike.
The magic number is 64. Highlands has not lost a game when they've scored over 64 points this year. They're 19-0. Could you make it a round number like 20?
Let's pull this out so I can go home and enjoy watching it.
out-rebounds their opponents by an average of 9 a game. Here's where you need one of those.
Yep, one big one.
Stone is open. His three is in and out. Minioc, no!
Somebody, anybody.
Tipped out of there. 38 seconds to go. Felina drives into the paint. Felina kicked it out. That's Soto for three. No.
One rebound,
tip.
one time. One rebound.
Still loose. Minioc scored. Oh, they had 4 chances.
Oh, just one rebound, Mike.
Timeout. Beaver Fall, or yeah, listen to me looking ahead. Newcastle, 26 seconds to go. 78-76. Highlands by 2.
We've had some classic games, Mike. We go back to this game. This gym was against Shar Valley. We go back to Fox Chapel with West Mifflin, with Bones making the big shot. And Mike, this goes right up there with them, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. It does. The Highlands bench, you talk about getting fire. They're talking about they run in the baseline, where it's going to be. They want to know where they're exactly the point they're inbounding it, asking the officials for all the details. As you like to call it, the minutia. It's very important at this point in the game.
And Mike, that was a made shot, so we can run the baseline. We're allowed to do that. Yep.
Now the Newcastle fans up in front of us. This has been unbelievable.
And again, big point in the fourth quarter. Markel Hooker fouled on. Steve Wiener was right on top of that one, Mike. Highlands to inbound now.
Timmons will key it in. And of course, you know they're going to set up their trap here.
26.8 seconds to go, Mike.
I got to figure they're going to wait. They're not going to foul immediately. I want Boda to Zort with the ball here knee. With 3 guards, with 3 foul shooters. Boda.
Well, they fouled immediately. I'm really surprised by that, Mike.
Ryan Boda, 83% from the line.
He'll shoot 2 also.
25 seconds to go. Ralph Blundo's going to pull the Jim Valvano and stretch this thing out as long as possible.
Parker was in there for one reason, to commit a foul. He did.
I can't see it. You're fine there.
All right, Mike, when we see this with the fans in front of us, they're making it tough. We'll have to get a radio.
We'll let you know. Boda's first is up. It's short. He'll get another. Boda will get a second, a chance to make it a 3-point game. 25 seconds to go.
The guy in the red hat's got to sit down.
Unfortunately, we can't do crowd control. He missed them both. Rebound, Martin!
Comes out of there with it.
Martin got it back to Boda. They'll foul him again at 19 seconds, and I guarantee you this, he's not going to miss 2 in a row again. Boda will shoot 2 more. 19 seconds left. Highlands by 2.
All you have to do is move to the left or the right. If I get out of here alive, Mike, I'll be happy.
Now we're going to have
filming a game for his grandchildren.
Gino Delmonico's checking in for Newcastle. Now we're going to have a timeout. We'll take one too. 19 seconds to go. We'll take a timeout. 2 point. Highlands lead. We'll be right back.
Oh, it's okay. Go, Mike.
All right, Rams taking a little bit of time in the huddle.
Mike, 2 girls basketball can fit inside the cylinder. Let's have Ryan stick 2 of them in there for us. Give us that 2-possession lead. That's the key, Mike.
78-76. Yep. There's 19 seconds to go in overtime. Highlands trying to win it and hook up with Beaver Falls on Friday night at the Peak. That's Ryan Boda. 79-76.
Here's the big one, Mike, right here. One more time, baby.
Second one on the way. Short. Boda misses 3 out of 4. Here's Stone, or Soto.
Did we foul Mike?
Hooker, heck no. 9 seconds. Now you might think about it. Yeah,
we don't want Jameson to do it.
4 seconds. Are they aware of the clock? DeMonico, no! Highlands wins!
It's over!
Highlands wins!
It's over! Highlands going to the championship, Mike. Highlands going to the championship. Look at them over there celebrating. What a great win for the Golden Rams to come back, Mike, to win this one. 79-76. Mike, we are 4-1 in semifinal championship games. I never thought they'd do it, Mike. Down 13, I thought they were done. But this team
And they will go to the championship game against Beaver Falls on Friday night at the Peterson Event Center, and listen to them over there.
Come celebrate with us at Pioneer Host Saturday night, 6 o'clock. Tickets at the door, $20. It's going to be our victory party, Mike. Let's have everybody down there.
Thanks to Jason Kerr. Thanks to the Highlands Golden Rams. What a ride! Final score in overtime: Highlands 79, Newcastle 76.